So how did the Hot Boys get formed?
It was
The original
right,
Hot Boys.
Street Boys, right?
Yes, sir.
My best friend Mosquito, I couldn't stand him coming up, bro, because he used to just wheel his bike all the time up the street, and he was kind of arrogant. He wouldn't. Now he wasn't the best dresser.
Yeah.
He was like his mother had like 3 or 4 of the girls. He was the only boy. He used to wear these all stars, and they'd be like he wear like a size 60. They'd be like a size 10.
Okay.
And he tied them strings up. And he had like 12 pair of socks on, but he was just arrogant and cocky, man. And I used to just want to kick it with him. And he'll, blow me off a little bit. And I just want to fight him. And I remember one day I was cutting school. And he came to school late. He had a one-sided gold in his mouth. I said, "Let me see." Like, man, stop jogging. And he kept on walking. I was like, because we was the same height, but he was a little older than I was.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to fight him bad, but I was like, I might lose,
Okay,
so
okay.
And I had a little reputation at this time in the school, so I was like, I'm gonna let that go. So I was cool with this guy that stayed next door to him, or not in the house in front of him, and so he was familiar with me, and how him and I got cool because I had a play sister that was in my class, and I would go in the project and hang by her sometime, and they started going together. So quite naturally, him and I would bump heads at the house. We'll not bump heads like fussing, but we'll meet at the house, and our house like. We didn't stay in the project at the time, so we would have to walk like 5 or 6 blocks outside the project. My house would come first, and then 2 more blocks, then his house. So, we just clicked, him and I, like in the early 80s. No, the late 80s, my bad. And then with Sterling, how he came about, because when me and Mosquito started selling drugs on 2nd and Daniel, 2nd and D, they called it, it was some older guys trying to rob him because we were selling weed, and then he wanted to sell crack. I was scared to do that at first, so I come around the corner, the dude little tall, choking him and trying to take the crap. What? Shot in the air to get the ball off so they both jump. So Sterling looking for us now. Because one of his friends gets shot behind this situation. So one day we come out the project and he riding a bicycle and it's nighttime, right? So you know how you pass a person up. Now you know who this person is.
Exactly.
But he'll wait till he get down this way. We get over here, be like, "Yo, who that is? Well, who are you?" I'm Terrance, because I wasn't Gangsta then. I'm just T. Oh, this Mosquito. He was Mosquito then. So he stopped. He had a little 38 out. We had a little 22s. We had a little stay off, but it wasn't nothing, And him and I would later meet in '93 when they got me from juvenile jail, brought me to the adult jail for murder. And his girlfriend, which I was cool with in the project, she had told him, "Make sure you look out for him. Make sure you be okay." So that's how him and I had got cool. So that let him, Mosquito, and Sterling, we cool. Now while I was in juvenile jail, Dooney was the big homie for the 17th ward.
Okay.
And when I broke out of juvenile jail and my co-defendant went AWOL, we had robbed one of Dooney homeboys out of an 8-ball jacket. And we at the parade, right?
It's amazing how people just come together. We had robbed them.
Yeah, we robbed his boy.
Yeah.
So and my homie got the jacket on.
Okay.
We at the parade, but we got Mac 11s on at the
Yeah,
parade.
that's gangster right there.
So we see them. They deep. So he was, "I never get you a light-skinned dude, too." He told us, "No, man, that dude robbed me my jacket." So Dooney know we always in juvenile jail, so he know we not no suckers, and now we on the street and we all strapped.
Yeah.
So man, just leave that. He like, "Man, chill out." So he came. We talked. We rap. We let him know we ain't gonna do nothing to him, but he can't get his jacket back because 8-ball jackets was the stuff back then. Matter of fact, Queen France got an 8-ball jacket now.
Already. Shouts out Queen France.
Yeah, she got a throwback. Kind of selfish. She didn't get me one, but
she
anyway,
didn't get you one.
No. But yeah. So we had talked, and the dude, he was a little upset that he didn't get his jacket back, but he was able to keep his life. So when Dooney caught a murder from his neighborhood, this old head had a hit out on him. So he had an auntie living in Magnolia. So when we met up in the parish jail, because we don't have counties.
Okay.
So when we met up, like how y'all have Fulton County, it would be Fulton Parish in New Orleans. Well, in the city of Louisiana, period. So Dooney was like, "Man, I got an auntie in the Magnolia. When I get out, I'm going to know you." Like, come on back here, you know what I'm saying? So him and Sterling got out of jail first. They hooked up. And they didn't know each other. That's crazy because a mutual person was bringing them 3 robbing. Okay. And so Dooney had heard about it. So he said, "Man, what's Sterling? I want to go with Sterling." Make it like, it's cutthroat. Like if all 3 of us say, I meet you through him. Now, when we go on this lick, one of us might not be guaranteed to make it home if it's
Facts.
a big lick.
Facts.
I really don't know you. I met you
Facts.
through him. So, and if I'm in that back seat, now I'm like, okay, man, listen, ugly money up front. He in the way. I could use that. Might get one to the dome. So I'm back here. So I'm not never letting you ride in that back seat. But them 2 had met like that. Then they used to go to my mother's house. And when I come home in '93, all 4 of us just started running the project. We just was hooking up, running, robbing, jacking, get money. And one day we was in a house in Sterling House, an apartment, and they had Tupac on. I was never a fan of this kind of rap music. I was a fan of bounce local music.
Okay.
So, you know, and they smoked weed. I never smoked. Okay. So I had the fan on me, and they was in there smoking weed, and they bumping this Tupac. I turned it off. Oh, man, they wanted to jump on me with the cussing. And I'm like, well, who is this guy? Y'all want to jump on me about, man, that Tupac, you don't know what you're doing, man.
They big on Tupac back then.
Yeah, man, it's
yes,
like
sir.
94. This one from 94 now. But, because I got out September 93, and then we all clicked up, and then about 94, that's when this hot boy stuff started coming together. And we was actually in the living room thinking of names to come up with. And I had remember my homegirls making fun because it was guys that's come back there looking for us for we done robbed them or did something to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Police looking for us for something, or females come back there because they know all us running together. Them some hot boys. Like, you ever had a person in the hood, they be on the corner hustling or just chilling, and when you walk up, what's up, and they just disperse. People start leaving.
Oh, they don't want to see him.
Because not only that, it's like, man, you don't know what's gonna happen to this dude, right? Anybody can spin the bin, get to hitting at him, I get hit.
Exactly.
Police might come around, he wanted for something.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be around this guy because I'm just hustling. So that what was happening with us. So I would realize, like, if Dooney, like I might be in the hallway and watching Dooney, he might walk up, like 3 or 4 homies, like, just posted. Then before you know, they just, all right, I'm gonna they just walk off. I'm like, what? And then I just started seeing that it was like a pattern.